Hey, Marc and all the supernatural fans out there. Isabel, it is not Isabella. Isabel is painted black, and she's looking really, really good. This car hasn't even been wet sanded out or anything right now, and she's really nice. I mean, I don't know if you can see the reflections in the paint off. It's just picking off the floor and stuff. So this car is A1. Sitting down here, I'll kind of walk around it so you guys can see everything. Look at my reflection in that. Like I said, this ain't been wet sanded yet. The trunk, I'll show you here in just a few moments. It's been painted like a flat black on the bottom of it. We're going to get Megan to put the devil's trap on it and stuff like that. Actually, there's a lot of dust on this car, and you know, black's going to show dust and everything, but the body work on this thing is just superb, and she's gorgeous. So there's what she is looking at the present time. I'm going to take you over here and I'll show you the fenders. Here they are over here. So there's all the fenders. They're all painted black. They're, like I said, that's what it looks like right there. You can see my reflection in it. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So, do have some really interesting news. I just got done talking to Dawn, and me and Dawn are now going to combine forces. We're going to try to make everything under one roof. So we'll all be right here in the paint and body shop, and I'll be doing mechanic work in here, and we're just going to keep everything under one roof to make things a lot easier for, I think, all of us. And that way we can take a lot more projects in. I know in the past, you know, people's like, hey, Rick, I want you to do this. And I'm like, I just can't do it right now. I don't have the room for the cars and stuff. Now we've got the room for the cars. So if you guys are thinking about buying a car, wanting it done, you can do to what you want to it, send it to us, and we can finish it out. So that's going to be like a really good thing. And I'll go into more detail of that here in just a little bit. So there's one. Here's Cassie's car right here. It's been kind of being torn down, and this thing's going to get a complete overhaul. Here is the hood, or the trunk lid, I'm sorry, and you'll see how this is flat black in here. So that way we'll be able to paint the devil's trap on it. It'll be the flat black like the original cars and stuff. So they kept that. They didn't go all the gloss black on them. That was something that Super Dave pointed out to me, that, you know, the flat black back here. So Dawn just went ahead and just kept her flat black. So she's going to look really, really nice once we get that big, nice white devil's trap on there. So this is what's kind of going around here in the shop. They've been real busy, as you can tell. Let me come back over here to Isabel. She's looking real super sweet, and like I said, I just can't get over this paint and stuff. It's gorgeous, and it's just, you know, what starts making it really pop is when we start putting, or when I say we, when Dawn and Michael start putting the trim on it and the bumpers, and you get all this chrome and stuff. You know, we're going to do the weapons, or now Marc is going to put his own weapons box in here, but we're going to set the trunk up so that way it's just, you know, exactly like when they pop open the hood and stuff, how it's going to be. Marc has just pretty much turned the project over to me, that way we can make sure it is done exactly like the show cars. So it's going to be, like I said, it's going to be tits. It's looking so good right now. So Dawn and Michael are working over there on something. Don't know what they're working on, but they're working on something over there. But anyway, there's the video for this week. What we're going to do before we put the front clip and stuff on, new heater core, new blower motor. We're just, you know what, me and Dawn just talked about it, and that's just going to be standard from now on these cars. If we're going to this much work on them, they're just going to get a new heater core and new blower motor, unless you guys have already put that in. You know, you send me a car or Don a car, we're just going to do it because, you know, especially go putting new interiors in these things, and then, you know, to have a heater core start leaking on you, we don't know how old they are, and it's, you know, I think they're like 30 bucks, something stupid like that, maybe not even that much. So that's just the way to go on them. But the car is gorgeous. Mark, I hope you're highly impressed. I know you'll watch this video over and over and over. Like I said, this hasn't even been wet sanded or anything yet or buffed out. This is just coming out of the booth and stuff. So this is really, really nice. Well, guys, this will be the last video probably for maybe this year. Christmas is this week, and I might be doing a video maybe the week after. I don't know. It's because it's New Year's and stuff. This depends, but probably not. Probably till next year. So I really want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas, and I hope you guys have a Happy New Year. Be safe. Spend it with the loved ones. And if you guys have questions on these cars, get a hold of me. We'll go over everything. I know one thing that I get a million questions on is how much of these cars cost to build. And guys, every car is different. I mean, we can kind of put you in a ballpark, and if I was going to say a ballpark, you're probably looking about $40,000, just here or there. You know, that's interior and brakes and paint and body and, you know, everything. That's probably a good number to just think about. Now, can you get it below that number? Absolutely. But it all depends on, you know, how you want to do it and stuff. But I always say just give yourself the $40,000 mark. That's a good ballpark to kind of maybe shoot at. And obviously you can save money by doing work yourself. You know, if you're a good mechanic and you get the mechanics done on the car, say, hey, I'm sending it to you for paint, body, interior, whatever. You know, obviously it's going to be a lot less than $40,000. But I'm saying in the total, probably in money you'll have invested in the car, you know, you're probably looking about that. You know, if you go big block, obviously it's going to be more money to do a 502. I mean, you're figuring that's a $10,000 motor right there by itself. So it's just one of those things. Just figure 40 grand and more if you're going big block. So anyway, it's really hard to judge the price of a car until we get to look at the car, because obviously when you have a car that's in really, really, really good condition, obviously there's not that much work that has to be done to it, you know, body-wise, so that saves you on money and stuff. So I guess what I'm saying is it's just really hard, and I mean, I don't like quoting stuff over, you know, videos or even, you know, through phone calls and stuff, because I don't have the car there to look at. And but I just wanted to give you guys a ballpark. Maybe, you know, I know everybody's looking for these cars, and they're getting super hard to find. So the thing is, if you are wanting to hand it over to the people that know how to get this thing done right, like for the show, give us a shout, you know, and we'll work with you. I don't think anybody's ever going to beat our prices. And there's the thing about it. We don't cut corners. We don't fill in with Bondo, and I've stressed this stuff before. I put stuff. I'm the mechanic. I'm not paint and body man by any means, but I know how Don works. When I do my work up on the motors and stuff, you know, if you're like, hey, should I rebuild this or put a crate motor in it? I'm going to tell you to go crate motor for warranty. You're going to have about the same amount of money wrapped up in it. But that's just, you know, we can go into all kinds of details and stuff. And I'm still having my upholstery guy do all the work and stuff. So I'll have my exhaust guys put all the exhaust on it, and we can match it, you know, 100% to the show, or we can cheat it. I normally cheat the cars on the exhaust, unless you're just really wanting to spend the money on the luminized exhaust. I'll cheat it where nobody can really tell, you know, unless you're really getting underneath the car and looking at it. But like I said, if you guys have questions about anything, just get a hold of me, and I'll, you know, and if it comes down to paint and body and, you know, questions and stuff like that, I'm going to set you up with Don and Mike, and they'll talk to you, and you know, they'll set you straight and looking, you know. But obviously, photos, you know, if you guys are very serious about sending us a car to do, the more photos you send us and stuff, that way we can get an idea. We can talk about the game plan and work it out. So that way there's no hidden surprises on anything, because nobody likes a hidden surprise. But I will forewarn everyone, sometimes when you tear into a car like an old house, you're going to find problems that you didn't know existed. So, but we'd always keep you up on something like that. Another thing is, I like to tell people is, I like to build the cars like the way they are on the show, which I call drivers. Very cherry, neat looking, good running hot rods. If you want a frame off restoration, we'll do it. You know, I don't advise doing frame off restorations for this car, or for really any hot rod. The thing is, when you have a frame off restoration, you are never going to enjoy that car. Yeah, you'll take it to shows and brag about it. It'll set on a trailer, it'll go to the show, come off the trailer. You might fire it up every once in a blue moon, drive it down the street, go out, you know, to a little cruise in or something like that. But you'll never get to really enjoy these cars, and because you're just always the money involved in a frame off restoration. You dump a ton of money in it, and then you're afraid of driving it because you're afraid something's going to happen to it. The way that we build these cars, like I said, just like what the show does, they look awesome, they drive awesome. We can build them with lots of power, or, you know, moderate sort of gas mileage and stuff, but you can go out and drive this car and not be, you know, worried that something's going to happen to it every time you pull it out of your garage, and it doesn't have to go on a trailer. We build these cars to what I call, you know, jump in them here in Kansas and drive them all the way to California. So we want drivers and very reliable cars. So there you guys go. Once again, I wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Be safe. Like I said, spend it with loved ones. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, get a hold of me. I'm always happy to talk to you. So that's all for my video probably this year. I don't know. Maybe I might get to squeeze one more in. I don't know, but I'm going to say probably last one. So you guys have a good one. God bless, and talk to you later. Bye.